Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings 3.0. Now, when we left off, we had just arrived back in Essos, and we're going to be fighting a couple more bandit parties and things, just to level up our forces somewhat, gain a little bit more money, because, of course, we do want to, well, hopefully, eventually, be able to afford an ironworks or something along those lines, and, you know, it's going to be a pretty long road unless we get lucky and get a good amount of loot in some particular fight or something or other. Maybe we'll be able to get a couple of prisoners as well. We do have some prisoners right now, but obviously I haven't been able to find a ransom broker, but they are pretty plentiful. So, without further ado, we have some slavers here. Now, this is going to be a pretty easy fight. They only have 9, but obviously they are going to be a little bit better equipped than we are, although I say that and then I see my caravan master just running by the side of us there who has exceptional gear, and then I think, maybe not. Okay, well, let's see what we can do by charging straight on in, or are we? Are we? No, I think we have way too many archers to do that. We have 25 archers? When did that happen? I don't even know. Okay, apparently that happened relatively recently. And yes, also there are a bunch of other bandit parties around us as I say that, so we're actually in a very, very good position to gain a huge amount of money. If I can actually do some damage, though, that would be nice. Okay, well, these guys are really not going to survive, are they? No, they're not going to survive at all. Look at that. Oh, yes, nice damage right there. Come on, Elias. You can do a little bit better than that, can't you? Yes, well, it doesn't really matter. They just charge straight in and basically sign their own death warrants, which is kind of a shame, really, because I would have liked to have seen our archers do a little bit. Oh, yes, also, thank you very much for letting me know that it was Raven Tree. It was Raven Tree, not River something, that I can go to get the best archers in the game, apparently. So, yes, hopefully we're going to look out for that. Haven't actually seen where that is yet. I might take a look just to show you all where it is, in case you don't know. And, yes, that would be kind of nice for me to know as well. There we go. There's a nice bit of damage. Come on, take him out. Yes. Oh, well, there we are. There was a little bit of expertise from our Vale longbowman right there. Did you see that amazing headshot? Oh, I'm kind of surprised. Obviously, I really shouldn't be, because the Vale do have some good longbowmen, even though they may not be as good as the Carhold people, or indeed as good as the Raven Tree, but even so, we now have another Hedge Knight for our party, and we also get to level up a couple of Pentos units as well, which is obviously what we want, because they are amazing. So, we have the new armor, of course, thanks to our newly acquired Strength 16 skill, or attribute points, or whatever you want to say. And now, as you can see, we have escaped slaves over there, as well as some regular slavers that actually have some veteran Westerlander, Riverlander, and Dragonstone man-at-arms, longbowmen, etc., as well as an elite Westerlander man-at-arms, as well as 2 caravan masters. And they are amazing, as we know. Okay, so what's going on over here? It seems like Bravos is running away from someone, but we're not at war against them, so I don't really need to worry about them too much. But I suppose we'll level up a couple of our people here, and then we can head back to the marketplace and see how much we can sell. But obviously, I really want to attack these slavers, so I'm going to see if I can actually do that, because as we know, it's kind of difficult to get them. Oh, no. Okay, so I know the correct answer to this now, because I initially thought it was, you know, seize the blade or kick the man in the shins, but no, it's just thrusting your elbow into his groin. But what if he is really short? You're not going to be able to do that. What if he's really tall? You're not going to be able to do that either. So, yeah, it's a little bit weird in that regard, but obviously it's just standard average heights, I suppose. But anyway, thrust your elbow into his groin, and then you manage to get away. Yeah, so that's perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to take a look, I think, first, where Raven Tree is. So let's just take a look over here. Come on, let me find it. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere here. Yes, Raven Tree Hall. Is that it? Raven Tree Hall? Apparently it is. Okay, it's of the Riverlands. So the Riverlands is actually not that far away. It's over here. Okay, so where is Raven... Oh, it's actually there. Well, that's not too good, is it? Yeah, that's kind of not too good. We could theoretically go from Pentos and then go to, well, we could go to the Salt Pans, actually, because that seems to have a port. So that would be pretty easy to get to Raventree Hall from here. But obviously, right now we have other concerns in the form of these slavers. I would very much like to attack them, but they are very fast. And on top of the fact that they're very fast, they're also very slippery, because they're all covered in oil. No, they're not covered in oil, but they are going through the forest, and that makes it very difficult to see them. But thankfully I saw them going off to the left, over to the coast, and we were able to kind of pin them in a little bit, so they just stopped and gave up, basically. So, yeah, these guys only have 5, so it's going to be extremely easy, of course. But on the other hand of that, you are of course wanting to gain those caravan masters and the various other units that they have available. Now, of course, usually I'm not going to mix and match units too much. I'm going to use the same exact units. For example, in my previous version series of A Clash of Kings, we had only Targaryen units, and for the most part I think we stuck to that, and the only time that we didn't was when we could recruit a couple of better units, but yeah, for the most part we were solely Targaryen, and that was actually really cool. But I think for this, considering we're a mercenary right now, there's no need to kind of pin us down to a particular unit type, because if we do actually have that, you know, kind of mindset, then I think that that would cut off a lot of our versatility, I suppose you could say, because obviously right now we have a bunch of units that are able to do very, very different things, and I think until we kind of settle down as maybe our own person, you know, our own liege, lord, king, whatever you want to say, then, you know, I think it's okay to use multiple units from multiple factions. And obviously an update on that challenge. We are on day 58. So we're on day 58, or 59 now, and we're hopefully going to, you know, make our own faction before day 200. I think that will probably happen. I think we can make it happen, but obviously we have to be a little bit careful here, and not get attacked by some of the enemy vassals. Give them 200 coins, thank you. We actually don't even have that. Yeah, I have 17 coins. Oh, that is the poorest I've ever been in this game. Or is it? No, it's actually not. I think we had 0 before, actually. So, yeah, let's go into Pentos really fast, because we are going to need to sell a bunch of things and stuff. And I'd like to sell one of these horses, because obviously they are quite a bit better. Let's sell the lame ones and keep the regular ones. There we go. And that may make us a little bit slower on the world map, but I feel like gaining the money is a certainly little bit of a bigger priority right now. I am looking for ransom brokers. Okay, Valasar has one. That's very close by. Tyrosh also does. Tyrosh also does, but I think we are at war against them. Yes, we are. So it seems like I will have to go down to Valasar. We could also go over here to Lys. Lys is Aquos Dane, or whatever it's called. And, yes, okay. Well, I think it would probably be worth us doing that, because I'd very much like to sell. Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, yes, you have some extremely good units. Oh, hello there. Come on now. Let us please be able to pursue them faster. Oh no, don't attack them, Pentos, thank you. Don't attack them. I don't even know where they are now, but apparently I still have them targeted. There we go, we found them. Fantastic, okay. So this is good. This is very, very good. I'm actually going to just tell everyone to charge in right here, because there's only 13 of them, and we're going to be gaining 2 hedge knights from this, which is actually maybe more of a detriment than they are a benefit, because they are so expensive. They are so expensive to pay their weekly wages. I don't even know whether it's worth it, really, but we're going to just try. We're going to just try. That's fine. And, oh yeah, I think it might also be a cool idea if we were to go to Lorath, because apparently Lorath have some extremely good two-handed polearms, and I would very much like to, you know, get one of those. So if I could actually see anything, then maybe... Oh no! Oh no, hello there! Hello! You seem to want to attack me very much. That's not very nice of you. Yes. Well, I couldn't see them, so that's my excuse. And I did manage to stay alive, I suppose, so that's okay. But thrusting. Come on, Elias, you could thrust at... no! Really, he was unable to thrust at any of them. And now he is extremely sad. Oh, no. He really wanted to show him how good his thrusting has become. Oh, well, as you could see here, they are the Veluges. I don't even know how to say that, but anyway, point is, that weapon there, that's what we want to go and get. So we're going to try and see if we can do that. And I can only take this. There we go. And there's just one sword there. That's fine. So yeah, I think after we have gone down to Valasar and maybe seen what's going on there with the ransom broker situation, we will then head to Lorath. Ah, just as I have arrived in Valasar, as you can see here, it seems like we're making peace with Tyrosh, so that's rather nice, because that means we get a little bit of right to rule. So let's head into the tavern and see whether the ransom broker is still... Yes, he is. Fantastic. Let's see how much he's going to buy. Ooh, very nice. There we go. That's spending money for our shopping spree. I thought this might be a nice change of pace, because usually we're fighting slavers, we're fighting bandits, we're fighting Roin something or others. Roin bandits, are they? I don't even know. But we now have a couple of pirates, so I think this would be kind of nice. They do have 19, and some of them are apparently very well geared, so let's just see if we're able to handle this. We probably will be quite easily, but... you know, we need experience, right? We need experience, and we want to maybe... just maybe take their loot. That would be kind of nice, because obviously pirates, you would expect them to have quite a lot of loot on them, wouldn't you? A lot of loot. A lot of loot. Da, 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 da. Oh, I went there. I actually did. I actually went there. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay, so let's tell our people to charge in here. Not our cavalry just yet, even though they do have lances. Might be a nice idea to get them to go a little bit further back and then charge in, but it might be a bit too late. As you can see, most of us have advanced in level. Maybe... oh, no, stumble. There's a stumble. Yes, most of us have advanced in level. The Pentos ones, that is. 2 lancers now, so that's rather nice, I have to say. And maybe we'll be able to see a little bit of an extra... bit of damage from them now, but as you can see, that was very easy. Yes, we still do have, I think, 1 Carhold longbowman. All of his brethren have been murdered, which is not very nice, but we have at least gained the ability to gain a couple of prisoners as well, thanks to our macemen and things like that. And obviously the loot that we're gaining now is always nice. So yes, let's level up some veterans, some elites, and more man-at-arms there, thank you. Okay, so how many of those Carhold guys do we have? Where are they? Can I not see them? Ah, we have 2. Oh, okay, so at least he has a friend. That's always nice. So, yes, I'm going to be making my way to Lorath, and we're going to see if we can find a really, really nice 2-handed polearm. If we can't, then maybe we'll find some bandits on the way. Speaking of bandits, we have found some Dothraki raiders. Now, the reason why I'm attacking these guys is not due to the fact that they have a huge amount of people, or they're going to give us good amounts of loot or experience or anything like that, but they do have a bunch of rescued prisoners available. And I thought that might be a nice idea, because we have some armed villagers, mostly one-armed villagers. Yeah, that joke. Anyway... the point is, we do have some peasant units and some lower level, low tier guys, and it might be an idea to let them go on their merry way so they can have a nice mead in the tavern nearby or whatever, and they don't have to fight for their livelihood any further, and maybe they'll settle down somewhere and become a baker. You never know. But yes, I think for now, that might be a good idea, because these Dothraki units actually do have some really nice, well, people available, prisoners available. And I think that might be an idea. So let's see if I can actually do some damage. Ah, it's not going to work, is it? Not going to work right now. Oh, that's a Dothraki screamer, isn't it? It looks like a Dothraki screamer, at least to me. Okay, let's tell our people to charge in. It might be a good idea to put them a little bit closer to each other, but okay, well, doesn't matter so much. Take out that guy, thank you. And maybe I'll be able to take out a couple more. It seems like jump and thrusting seems to be really, really potent, because you're able to get to their heads, and their heads are very, very unarmored. As you can see, they're absolutely naked. Look at that. Oh, that was some nice damage. and maybe we can get a couple more. Oh, how dare you. Did you just shoot one of us? Oh well, we're losing a couple, but that's okay, because, well, I kind of calculated that. I kind of thought to myself, yeah, we're probably going to lose a couple while we're fighting these Dothraki units, so it might be an idea to actually target someone that has a good amount of prisoners if you're going to attack something that is going to lose you some. And these guys are certainly that kind of situation, so I'm very happy with that. And we lost 4 total, which is actually good, because that means that we get to take some of these. Yes, veteran Riverlander units, and we can also take one of the Meerman crossbowmen. I've heard very good things about them, so hopefully they will live up to the hype. And aha, so yes, as you can see here, we have some Pentos levies, and I think that's basically the only low levels we have right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let one armed villager go. I know, everyone loves the armed villager, but he's going to go, and he's going to have a good old fun time in the nearby tavern, and we're going to take a slave spearman instead. I am going to keep one armed villager, though, for that joke. Oh, yes, for that joke. And, of course, we do know that they are the most powerful units in the entire game, so we have to have at least one to make it fair for the AI. It actually seems like I'm getting really lucky with the amount of bandits that are in this area, and as you can see, we've just encountered a huge party of mountain bandits. I actually don't know whether this is the largest party we've ever seen of mountain bandits, but if it is, then that's pretty nice, because we're going to get a huge amount of loot from this, and hopefully that will then mean that we have even more spending money for when we go to Lorath and actually purchase one of those really, really nice slicing polearm things. I'd really like to get a two-handed axe-type polearm, but not a two-handed axe, if you know what I mean. I'd like to get a two-handed polearm that looks like an axe, if you get my drift. If you need to ask me a question about it, then oh, that didn't make sense at all, but I went with it. Why not? So, yes, let's get our people in a nice formation. I'm actually not going to form them into any formation right here, because they're mountain bandits, but I am going to tell them to be a little bit closer together, and obviously to attack their archer division. Apparently that's what's going to happen now. So let's put our cavalry over there, and hopefully they'll be able to move there reasonably quickly, because we do need them to actually act fast here. Yeah, they're not really doing much, are they? I'm just going to tell them to charge in. That's kind of sad, isn't it? Okay, well, let's go for a nice thrust against the first one we see. Yeah, there we go. And where's the next one? There's the next one. Hello there. Yes, I've destroyed your shield, and now I'm stumbling. No. You do not kill me. I am Elias. Thank you very much. Okay, come on, kill him. Yes, there we are. We're doing some nice damage. There we are. Good. Okay, the overhead is not very good with this spear, just to let you know. No, the overhead is not very good at all. Only does about 15 to 20 damage. Obviously, I'm not moving very fast, and that obviously in turn means that the speed bonus is awful. But in general, you know, Mount and Blade, it does like to take its weapon specializations kind of seriously. So if you don't hit with the very tip or around the tip of the weapon, then you're not going to do any damage. And especially considering this is mostly a thrusting weapon, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind a thrusting weapon. And obviously they want you to employ that particular kind of attack. So, as you can see here, we're gaining even better units. I hope, at least. I don't even know. Are we swapping bad units for good units, or are we swapping good units for good units, or is it the other way around and it's absolutely terrible and we're swapping good units for bad units? Oh, that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Yes, would be. Okay, so other than that, we're gaining some pretty nice money. As you can see here, we also have a Dothraki lair and some other slavers and things around here, but I think we're just going to head on to Lorath now. Well, as I arrive in Lorath, we have been greeted by the news that Volantis has declared war against Tyrosh again. I don't even know why that's happening, but anyway, I just checked the tavern for ransom broker. There isn't one, unfortunately. Let's take a look and see if we can find that polearm. There are a number of polearms, but it seems like they do not have the polearm that I want, which is very disappointing indeed, but I suppose it does give us an opportunity to sell some things, and obviously we're going to gain quite a bit of money from that, and that, you know, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, because we are, of course, wanting to save up and maybe, just maybe, be able to get an ironworks very, very soon. So as you can see there, I think we're almost there. So I think that would be rather nice, wouldn't it? So I'm going to try, see if I can fight a couple more bandits, and maybe I'll be able to take the time and go over to Raventree Hall, maybe recruit a couple of those archers, but obviously before that I would very much like to build an ironworks to get that rolling. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.